was a strong and friendly fella with the name of Campanella. He was someone special, I could see right off the bat. There was something.
Webcasting from the Little Bell Publishing Studios in Rockton, Illinois, this is The Mortgage Messenger with host Jim Campanella. Mother Nature and I did not have the same plans today. I thought I was going to be cutting the lawn, and Mother Nature felt it was important to water the lawn. So since I do have a few moments, I thought I'd take the time and give you the update for this week. So why don't we begin? And now, the week in review. As I mentioned last Monday, there was not a real lot of news coming out last week other than the unemployment figures. When you take out the temporary workers that were hired for the census work, unemployment did not meet expectations, and in fact it caused rates to drop just a shade more. Now I have to say, rates have been stagnant. They've been stable. So talking about rates is really week from week. Unless there's a dramatic change, you can assume that they're going to be right around where they're at. What is more involved that we should be talking about is the news that's coming out and how it affects the economy more so than what it does with the interest rates. Of course, we're all concerned about what it does with the interest rates, but rates really have not been bad. One thing I do want to comment on is back in March, the Federal Reserve stopped buying mortgage-backed securities. They were one of our biggest buyers. It was part of the recovery plan, is that they were going to buy mortgage-backed securities. And they did. They bought a lot of them. And they stopped. It was planned for them to stop, but they did. It was anticipated that this would have an adverse effect on interest rates. Our own government felt rates may go up as much as a full point. It's nice to see 3 months into this at least. Now certainly things will change, but it's 3 months into this that we have no inflation and rates have really not been affected by the government stopping to buy their mortgage-backed securities. So that's very positive for home buyers this summer, is that rates appear that they're going to remain low. Although there are a few things coming out this week, it's another quiet week until Friday when retail sales come out. That'll help determine whether or not the economy is picking up, whether there's consumer confidence, and what the long-term effect on interest rates will be. So other than retail sales, yes, there's a few other announcements, but other than retail sales, this will be a pretty quiet week when it comes to the mortgage rates. And now it's time for viewer email. If you should have any questions you would like answered in a future podcast, send an email to mortgagemessenger@gmail.com. Although there were plenty of comments at the website this week, there was really no real questions. So if you have any questions that you would like answered, you can drop me a note at the website. You can certainly drop me an email, or for our iPhone users, you can send a message right from your phone. Well, I can see by the clock on the wall outside the studio windows, our time is up. So until next time, thank you for viewing. But wait, there's more. I have an important announcement. For those of you with an iPhone, iPad, or iPod Touch, I have exciting news for you. I know you've often said to yourself, gee, I wish I could get more of the Mortgage Messenger. Well, now you can, for there's an app for that. The Mortgage Messenger is now an iPhone app. So when you're on iTunes, just do a search of the keywords Mortgage Messenger, and it should pull up the app as well as our past podcasts. What's the advantage of owning the app? Well, first, you get some extras that were only found on the app itself. You also get the ability to contact via email or call into the show. You get a wealth of information from the past podcasts, and you can even make suggestions for future podcasts. So look for the Mortgage Messenger as an app for your iPhone, iPad, or iPod Touch, and be part of making the Mortgage Messenger your source for just trying to make a little sense out of the mortgage industry.
I can't forget you, Campanella. You're still the MVP within my heart. You're still the MVP within my heart.